What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday as always. Welcome to Sports Talk. We got a great episode for you guys today. I got a lot to discuss. I hope you guys are ready. Strap yourselves in. We got a great episode as always for you. Wow. Guys, I hope everybody's having a great day and a great start to the weekend as always. So, I want to go over a few things. First off, I want to discuss what happened this past Monday night to catch up on that. So for those of you that don't know, we had the Bills and the Jets, division rivalry game, both teams from New York. It was the regular season debut of Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was ready. Like, this guy, he came out running out of the tunnel with the American flag in his hand, on 9/11. Like, he was ready. Like, I could tell Aaron Rodgers was ready to friggin' dominate. Well, and this pains me to say this, but 4 plays into the game. Now, mind you, that's maybe an average of like 70 some odd seconds. 70 some odd seconds in the game, Aaron Rodgers goes down with an injury. Now, at first they're saying it's his ankle. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's got like a sprained ankle, something like that. Then I saw them take him onto the cart. And I'm thinking, this ain't good. This ain't good. Something ain't right here. I watched the replay. When I saw his calf pop out like it did, like it literally went like this. Like, this is his calf. It went like that. Like, it popped out and back into his body. I knew it was something bad. And there's only one injury that happens when your calf does that. Your Achilles tears. I said, that guy's got a torn Achilles. This season's done. He is done. Literally. And then all the coaches were even saying, Robert Saleh was all saying too, it's not good. Like, it's not good at all. They had to wait for the MRI, of course, the next day. Comes back, Aaron Rodgers, torn Achilles, season's over. He's done. Done for the year. The Jets coaching staff was even saying that they did not sleep that night, even though they won. They came back and won the game, by the way, in overtime on a punt return touchdown. And the Jets, mind you, while I got them on the topic, they looked good. They looked good. Their defense looked really good. Zach Wilson actually played semi-mistake-free football coming in for Aaron Rodgers. They looked really good. They forced 4 turnovers in the game and won. Normally, like I always say, you win the turnover battle, you normally win the game. So, they did. They won in overtime, like I said, on a punt return touchdown. Great game. Great game, by the way. Good for the Jets. Very, very good win for them. But going back to Aaron Rodgers, I'm looking at his injury. And, I've seen a lot of athletes have this type of injury. And it's not good. Like, it is a very, very hard injury to come back from. You honestly have to go through a very rigorous rehab. I think it's honestly more rigorous than an ACL. If you want my personal opinion, I've never torn my Achilles, I've never torn my ACL, but from an athlete's standpoint, this is one of the most horrific injuries to come back from. And you're not the same when you come back from an injury like that. Look at Kevin Durant. It happened to him in basketball, and you notice he's not as agile as he used to be. He's still good, don't get me wrong, but his agility is not there anymore. And it's going to be the same thing for Aaron Rodgers, but here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers is a lot older. So, with that being said, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a very tough time coming back from this. Yeah, granted, he's already said, I'm going to come back next year. Okay, you're going to come back next year, yeah. But when is the question? Minimum is 12 months rehab. So, you're looking at the start of next season, okay? He's probably going to have to spend at least, I would say, 6 weeks on the PUP list, okay? I honestly don't think Aaron Rodgers might even be ready for next season because of this injury. I think he's going to be out for a little while. Like, he might be out like maybe half of next year. If you want my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion, though. Now, Aaron Rodgers could shock the world. He could take this rehab and, fight through it and, come back stronger than ever. I don't know. But just judging by what I saw, plus his age, you got to think he's 40 years old. Like, he's not no spring chicken. This injury is hard to come back from when you're in your 20s. Let alone in your late 30s, early 40s. But I know Aaron Rodgers. Aaron's going to be okay, I think. I really do. I think Aaron's going to be okay. I'm praying for him. I hope he takes this rehab. I hope he does good with it. And I think he's going to, like I said, I think he's going to come back. I mean, I don't know. He might have to change up his game a little bit. They're going to really have to shore up that offensive line, though, big time, because it showed. The Jets' offensive line is terrible. I'm just going to say that right now. Their offensive line is garbage. Like, Dwayne Brown is terrible as a left tackle. Mekhi Becton, no. Elijah Vera Tucker, no. Their offensive line is god-awful. They got to do something. They got to do something about that offensive line. I don't know what it is, but they got to do something. I heard they are looking at veteran quarterbacks. There was a few rumors going around of maybe Tom Brady coming there, but we all know Tom Brady's not going to the Jets. All right, number one. He even said last week at his retirement ceremony, he's a Patriot for life. Like, he is not going to come out of retirement to go play for the Jets. Not one bit. And he's already said he's not in game shape anyway, so I think he is officially done. I do believe Brady is officially done. In my honest opinion, I mean, I know they said they're going to ride with Zach Wilson, but maybe as a veteran backup, this is a little shot in the dark, but why not go after Tim Tebow? Tim Tebow could back up Zach Wilson, give him a little veteran leadership. Colt McCoy's out there. Joe Flacco. Flacco has played for the Jets. Carson Wentz, Nick Foles. You can maybe even get Matt Ryan to come out of the booth and suit up because he said he's not officially retired. So, that's a possibility too. There's a lot of possibilities out there for the Jets for when it comes to backup quarterbacks because they're going to need one. They don't have one right now because they just got Zach Wilson. So, they're going to have to get somebody. So, I think they're going to look for somebody with veteran leadership. We'll see what happens when it comes to that. I'll definitely keep my eye out for you guys on that. When I get that update, I'll definitely let you guys know on that one. I do want to move on, though, going to last night's game. Luke Anderson, buddy, by the way, shout out to you. Your Eagles. They had to do a turnaround game playing on Thursday night at home against the Minnesota Vikings. The Eagles looked like the Eagles last night, okay? They got over that week one jitters, against the Patriots. Against the Patriots, they didn't look that good. They really didn't. They looked like the Eagles last night, though, at least offensively. DeAndre Swift, that was a hell of a fucking trade to get him. He balled. That dude had almost 200 yards rushing last night. 200 yards rushing. He balled for them last night. Devontae Smith had 130 yards receiving. Great game for him. Jalen Hurts was Jalen Hurts as always, He balled. The defense still looks a little shaky, though, Luke. I'm not going to lie, buddy. The defense still looks a little shaky. But I think you guys can get it together. I know you didn't have Nakobe Dean. That was a big loss right there for you guys last night, and it showed. Maybe once y'all get him back, you'll be able to shore up that defense. But a great win all around. They won 34-28. They almost blew it, though. They tried to let Minnesota come back on them. So That's another thing. The Eagles got to hold leads. They can't seem to hold like big leads. And Kirk Cousins is not that good. I don't care what anybody says. Kirk Cousins is not that good of a quarterback. I can go on and on about Kirk Cousins, but I'm not going to go on and on about him right now. All in all, though, Luke, your Eagles are 2-0. They look good. They really do look good. If they get that defense shored up, I think they can go back to the Super Bowl. I really do, honestly. They're one of the only teams in the NFC that I think are going to rival the Cowboys, of course, and the 49ers. I think those are the top three, in my opinion. Eagles, not in any order, but Eagles, 49ers, Cowboys. Those are definitely the top three teams in the NFC right now. I am very excited, though, to see what the NFC turns out to this year. It's going to be a very interesting season for those three NFC teams. Of course, and they all play each other at some point this year, too. I do want to go on, though. I'm going to talk about the Sunday night game this coming week. I want to get to my previews. Patriots and Dolphins, Sunday night, Patriots going to be wearing their red throwback jerseys. What I'm looking for, can they build off that moral victory against the Eagles? Because, to be honest with y'all, they should have won that game. There was no excuse that they should have lost. But I'm starting to get the idea that I don't think Mac Jones is the guy. And all the bandwagon Fairweather Patriot fans can come at me with the pitchforks and the torches for all I care. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I may be a Patriots fan. I have been since the Parcells days. But I'm also a realist. And from what my eyes are seeing, I don't think Mac Jones is the guy. I don't. He does not have that clutch gene. He can't win close games. The only way he can win games is if it's a blowout. He can't win close games, though, and he can't win comeback games either. The thing is with Mac is all his career, dating back to when he was at Bama, he had talented guys. He had Devontae Smith. He had Jameson Williams. He had freaking Nietzsche. He had Najee Harris. He had a great, great group of guys around him. Now, can Mac Jones fix that in the NFL? I don't know. I get it. Devontae Parker was out week 1. I think if Devontae Parker was in, we'd have beat the Eagles. I'll be honest. I think we'd have beat the Eagles if Devontae Parker was playing, hands down. I think we'd have won that game. If he comes back this week, I think we'll be okay. But it's the Dolphins. It's Tyreek Hill. It's Jalen Waddle. Those guys are just sick. Can the New England defense stop it? They did a good job of containing Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Don't get me wrong, but this is going to be a bigger test. Can they stop those two? Granted, Mike Gesicki is on the team, and he's probably giving them insight on how to stop that offense. New England's defense has got to keep up the pressure. If they can pressure Tua, they're going to be okay. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a dogfight. But even if New England keeps it close and they don't come out of there with a victory, I'm still going to be okay. Because here's the thing. I'm taking moral victories this year. Because I know the New England's rebuilding. I know they are. And they always start off slow anyway. I know they start off slow. Granted, by the time they play the Cowboys, though, they better get it in gear. Because I want the Cowboys to get beat by this team. And I'm going to get the Cowboys here in just a minute. But my prediction for this game, I'm thinking that I'm going to go with what Ty Law said. I think it is going to be 27-21 Miami. I really do think it's going to be a close, hard-fought game. But I think all in all, I just think Miami's just a better team, and I think they're going to win. Now, with the Cowboys game. They got the Jets. Okay. Now this was supposed to be Aaron Rodgers. Now we don't have no Aaron Rodgers, but we do have Zach Wilson. Two good defenses. The Jets defense is sick. Do I think their defense can stop the Cowboys offense though? No, I don't. Do I think the Jets O-line can handle the Cowboys front seven? Absolutely not. I think the Cowboys defense is going to have a friggin' field day with Zach Wilson because of that offensive line. But I think this is going to be a battle of whose defense is better. Because if you're the Jets defense, you forced 4 turnovers against Josh Allen, who's one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Okay? Granted, it was only week 1. If you're Dallas, you're licking your lips because you're going up against Zach Wilson. The Dallas defense looked like a Super Bowl defense. Now, all you Cowboys fans, this is for you. If your defense can do their thing and keep playing like that, build off of last week, they're going to be okay. I don't know if Brandon Cooks is going to play or not, though. I know he's injured. We're going to see what happens with him, though. I think it's going to be another resounding victory for the Cowboys. I can see them winning by at least 20. I can honestly see them winning by at least 3 scores, if not more, against this team. It's their opening home game, too. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. I can't wait. I know you guys can't wait either. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Also, I want to talk about some college football now. Colorado, real quick. Colorado, Deion Sanders. And you guys can give me your opinion on this. You're more than welcome to comment on my YouTube page for any opinionated questions or anything like that too. You're more than welcome to comment. I'm more than happy to answer any questions for you guys at any time. But Colorado, they're taking the college football world by storm. They really are. They only won 2 games, but they had taken the world by storm. Now, they have great recruits. Shedeur Sanders is lighting up the world. Travis Hunter. I want to talk about Travis Hunter for a second. This guy was the #1 recruit coming out of high school in 2022. He decided to go to an HBCU college because he wanted to play for Deion. He turned down money. He turned down NIL deals to go play for Deion. He didn't care. Also, Deion promised him to be a 2-way player because not a lot of people can play 2 ways. I've never seen it, but this guy makes it look easy. He's playing 100 snaps a game, and he makes it look easy. Can he keep it up, though? I don't know. When they stop playing decent opponents like Oregon and USC, I don't know. But for right now, Colorado and Travis Hunter are the real deal, guys. And Colorado State, who they're playing this week, lit a fire under Deion yesterday by their coach saying what he said about, my mama taught me that whenever I'm talking to people, I take my hat and sunglasses off. Deion's pissed. Deion probably going to tell them to hang 60 on these dudes because he's that pissed. He's not going to let up. I get it. It's early. I was talking to my grandfather, Jack Fahey, about this, and he's not 100% sold on Colorado. He's with me. I want to see how they do against Oregon and USC in the next couple of weeks. Now, if they do good against those teams, then it's going to be a different story. But until then, I'm going to tread lightly with Colorado because I do want them to do good. I want them to run the table. I really do. I want Colorado to run the table this year and see if they can make it at least, maybe not top 4, but top 10. I want to see that from them. And I think it's possible. If they only lose one game, I could see it. I really could. I could absolutely see that. And that would be a success for them. Hell, already the season's a success. They already won more games this year than they did last year. They only won one game. They won 2 games this year. So they've already built off of last season. Yeah. But once they start getting into conference play, it's going to really show, like, how good they really are. But I think they're going to be okay. I really do. I'm rooting for you, Dion, Shedeur, Travis. You know, I'm rooting for you guys. Keep it up. Y'all are doing awesome. Like, matter of fact, guys, you're going to laugh at me. I actually ordered a Travis Hunter shirt today. Just today I ordered a Travis Hunter shirt. I said, fuck it, I want it. Like, I want that thing. Because I like the kid. I think he's awesome. Texas, I know, has Wyoming this weekend. I think Texas has that. I think they're at home, so I think they're going to be okay. I'm not too worried about that. Ewers is going to do his thing. I really do believe they're going to build off of that Bama win and keep riding that momentum. But again, we got to see how they do in conference play too, because I don't know how they're going to be in conference play this year. I know they're not playing Oklahoma State. I want to see how they do in the Red River rivalry, because I know OU has that game from last year in the back of their mind, 49-0. And OU is a better team this year. So I want to see how they do against OU, against Kansas State, TCU. Those are the 3 games I think Texas is going to have a hard time with this year. And BYU. People don't realize BYU is a sneaky team. They really are. But yeah, we'll see. That's all I got for you though today, guys. I'm gonna have another episode for you next week. We're gonna go over the recap of this weekend's NFL action and college football action too. And if anything else comes my way, guys, I'll definitely let you know. I'm also keeping track of the baseball too. Not really the Red Sox anymore, because they're sucking, and I just don't want to get into them right now. But the Rangers and the Astros, of course, I've been following them. The greatest time, before I let you guys go, though, the greatest time of year is coming upon us. So end of September and all through October is the greatest time of year for if you're a sports fan. Because during that time, you have all 4 major sports going on at once. Baseball is starting to become in the playoffs. NFL is in full swing. College is in full swing. Basketball and hockey start their seasons then. So it's a great time. It's a really great time if you're a sports fan. I promise you guys. Have a great weekend. Here in Texas, it's cooling down a little bit. It's only in the 80s right now. It's very nice. Had a little rain come through. I think it's going to warm up again next week, though, which I'm okay with. I will talk to you guys all later. Like, subscribe, comment on my YouTube page, guys. And let's keep this train rolling. Take it easy, y'all. Have a great weekend.